Good evening, everyone. We are Tango 3, or Tango Tres, as we say in Spanish. And we're going to be playing some different rhythms from Argentina. The three of us, luckily or unluckily, we are from Argentina. And we are going to play a tune now called Danzarin, which translates as dancer. Any dancers in the house at all?
That's it.
So definitely welcome, to dance, if you're there. Martin here is a master dancer. He's a teacher as well back in London. So he can definitely teach you a couple of steps just to enjoy the concert a bit more. Tango Negro.
Tango negro, te fuiste sin avisar. Los gringos fueron cambiando tu manera de bailar. Tango negro, el amor se fue por más. Se acabaron los candombe en el barrio de Montserrat. Más tarde fueron saliendo en comparsas de carnaval, pero el grito se fue perdiendo al morirse Baltasar. Mandinga, congas y vinas repiten en el compás los toques de tus abuelos. Borocoto, chachas. Mandinga, congas y vinas repiten en el compás los toques de tus abuelos. Borocoto, chachas. Borocoto, chachas. Borocoto, Tango negro, la cosa se puso mal. No hay más gaucho, más orqueros y Manuelita, que ya no está. Tango negro, los tambores no suenan más. Los reyes están de luto, ya nadie los va a cambiar. Más tarde fueron saliendo comparsas de carnaval, pero el grito se fue perdiendo al morirse Baltasar. Mandinga, congas y vina repiten en el compás los toques de tus abuelos. Borocoto, chachas. Mandinga, congas y vinas repiten en el compás los toques de tus abuelos. Borocoto, chachas. Borocoto, chachas. Borocoto, chachas.
Thank you very much. The first tune that we play, as I said before, is called Danzarin, and that is from around the 60s. The same as the second one. This is what we call tango, and the last one that we played, which is a bit more, it's got a bit more rhythm, if you like. It's called Tango Candombe, which is the part of Argentina that is, next to Uruguay, where there is a bit of drumming, from the Uruguayan So that sort of merged into Argentina. And there's this composer in Argentina who's trying to revive some of the old tradition of the candombe music that was back in Argentina before all the black people went to the war and lost their lives in there. Some of them, they were moved to Uruguay. That's why in Uruguay you get more of a black population rather than in Argentina. So some of this music is got like an African influence, which is one of the ones that we're going to be playing later on. But that one in particular is called Tango Candombe, which is a mixture of tango and candombe, which is Uruguay and Argentina. And it's also part of the heritage of the tango music, which is not just one rhythm. Tango is kind of like an umbrella for quite different rhythms. So that's what we're trying to sort of do with the band. Now we are going to play a tune by a great composer that you might have heard of, called Astor Piazzolla, which is more of a modern, but when we say modern, he was in the 60s basically composing this tune, so it's not that modern. But still it's called Tango Nuevo, which translates like new tango, in Spanish. But, that's kind of the latest fashion, we could say, playing this kind of music. But he was playing and composing this music in the 60s, so it's not exactly the latest. But still, there we go. This tune is called Libertango. Thank you very much. We have from Bahía Blanca, is the Buenos Aires province in Argentina, Enrique Galassi on double bass. And we have from Mendoza, Chipolletti, Rio Negro, Martín Espíndola on bandoneon. Bandoneon is a very hard instrument to play, apparently, that's what they say. That's why they charge more money, to come to the gigs. But it's like a crazy instrument, which is, funnily enough, is German. I don't know if you know about this, but it's a German instrument that was used for like church music. And what I've been told is that if you open it up, you have certain notes going, and if you're going in, the same fingerings would sort of give you different notes. So you have like 4 different keyboards to play. Whatever you are playing, you have like 4 different keyboards. It's like having like 3 fretboards on a guitar or something like that, tuned differently. So it's a crazy instrument, and you need a madman like him to play it. We are going to play a tune now called La Trampera. La Trampera is, the rhythm of La Trampera is milonga. And again, this one has got more connection to the African heritage back in Argentina. Milonga is a very danceable. Tango is very danceable as well, obviously, but milonga has got more of an African sort of influence to it. La Trampera, the snare. Thank you very much. How was the wine? Wonderful, yeah? I'm glad to hear. So next tune we're going to play is another slow tune called Ensueños, which I actually don't know the composer of this one. Do we have it somewhere in here? We don't. But again, this is from the golden age of tango, which was probably like 40s and 50s, where the big orchestras were playing almost every night, and they were doing radio shows and TV. Well, I don't know if TV shows at that time, but loads of dances. You know, people used to go to dance quite a lot back in Argentina. Unfortunately, we come from a different generation where, you know, we got the Beatles and, you know, Rolling Stones and all that stuff. So we kind of missed a bit of that. And this guy that I was mentioning before, Piazzolla, he actually was, for some of us, he was our hero, because he used to, first of all, used to play electronic instruments, you know, at the time that people were still like really stiff, you know, playing tango, you know, in places. Nice shirts and, you know, like funky sort of stuff. And also the music was quite different. So for us, it was a way into the tango, which, you know, after a while, you start sort of going back to the traditional tango and you really like it. But for us, the traditional tango, it was a bit of a, you know, old people's music, and we didn't want to be them. You know, we want to have long hair and stuff like that. Now we are the old people and we play traditional tango. You know, that is what happens. But yeah, Piazzolla is like, it's like a very controversial sort of figure in Argentina, because some people still sort of don't want to call Piazzolla's music tango music. They call it something else. But obviously, you know, as you heard, it is tango. It's just like a different thing. You know, it's a different kind of approach to it. But there are still people who would like really have a fight with you, if anything, you know, because no, Piazzolla is not tango. You know, I want a real tango to be played. But, you know, as we come from a different generation, we just don't mind. We're just playing whatever. And if tomorrow we need to go and do a Beatles sort of gig, we'll probably go and do it, if we can. So next tune is called Ensueños. And sounds a bit like this. said Oblivion. Oblivion? Okay, now we're going to play one of these Piazzolla tunes. It's a tune called Oblivion. Very slow. And yes, Astor Piazzolla.
No, necesito la pareja.
Okay, I was just trying to convince Martin to give you, a crash course into tango dancing, but he's not up for it. Maybe if you sort of encourage him a little bit.
Listen, I need a partner.
He needs a partner. Anyone dances tango at all? No? Yeah? No? Okay, te tocó, Martín. Dale, la culpa. Okay.
We're going to improvise. You know, the essence of tango, it's an improvisational.
Just by the way, this is not, you know, we haven't planned for this. Come on. That's a brave girl.
Yeah, taste it.
2, 3, la compartito. Thank you very much.
That's
Okay,
how we
next Canaro.
used to be like that in the olden days. It's just very simple. These days we've got way too many steps and flashy stuff, but the very essence of tango are very, very simple.
Nice glass of wine now. See? 1, 2. 1, 2. Thank you very much. That tune was called Canaro en Paris, and that is a tango that you would probably dance in a way that Martin was dancing and was saying. That was like a big orchestral tango. We try to do what we can with 3 instruments, but it's a really sort of driven tango. Now we are going to do, what are we going to do? Are we going to do a waltz? ¿O qué preferías hacer?
Para más tarde, sí.
Para más tarde. ¿Cuál?
Retirada.
La retirada. Okay, next tune that we're going to do is another one of the ones that has got more of the African influence, and it's called La Retirada, the retreat. I'm not sure what the story is for this one. And it goes a bit like this. Easier to dance. So if you feel like brave enough. Right, thank you very much. We got only a few more tunes for you to play. Again, Enrique Galassi, double bass. Martín Espíndola on bandoneon. Myself, Javier Fioramonti on guitar. Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know what's happening after this. Are you keep drinking? What's the situation? Or we just finished, the evening finishes when we finish playing? Or?
I think the evening finishes, but we've got the whole 2 weeks of the festival.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, hopefully you enjoy it. We're going to play still a few more tunes. Again, we encourage you to go up and dance, or even, talk to each other. Which one we want to play? Quejas? Okay. We're going to play a tune called Quejas de Bandoneón, which translates like what? Bandoneon mornings. Complaints. There you go. All right. Do we have a Spanish speaker somewhere? Okay. Muy bien. Okay. Quejas de Bandoneón, and it's a very classic tango, beautiful to dance. Uh-huh.
Bien ahí.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ashley. And whoever invited you, was it you that invited us? Thank you very much. We're glad to be here. We were treated very well. And hopefully we come back some other time. We're going to play one more tune, which is from a composer. His name was Osvaldo Pugliese, and he's one of the great composers. A guy who was a communist, funnily enough. And he used to perform, he was a piano player, and he used to perform with a red rose, on top of his piano. And then, I don't know if you heard this, the politician called Juan Domingo Perón, you might have heard, a politician in the 40s. He was banned by the guy, so he couldn't play for a long time, but still his music was fantastic, and he had like, ¿cómo se llama una barra brava? Like a following as if it was a football play, like a football club, they would go and see him playing. Osvaldo Pugliese, kind of hooliganism, yeah, kind of thing. So they would actually fight, no, we like that band more than this one. And Osvaldo Pugliese was one of those guys. And the thing with him is that he used to pay equally, although he was the composer and the arranger of everything, he used to pay equally to everyone, which is a bit of a funny thing, I have to say. So Osvaldo Pugliese, and we're going to play a tune called La Yumba. La Yumba is just like, the way he used to play the piano, it kind of sounded like that. Do you say like onomatopoeic sound? So it's like yumba, yumba, that kind of thing. That's what the history says. Vamos para allá. So last tune of the night, La Yumba. Thank you very much. ¿Salgo yo? much. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.